Hi, my name is Edith, and today I'll show you how to install a 100-watt solar panel. The only tools that we'll be needing is a screwdriver, a wrench, and a multitester. So let's go to the back and I'll show you how to do it. So first we need a battery, solar charge controller, at least 30 amps, 12 gauge wires, stranded, and of course your 12 volts, 100 watt solar panel. So now let's connect the battery to the charge controller. In dealing with batteries, before you connect anything to it, make sure you're wearing a safety glasses like this. This will protect your eyes. This connector will connect my battery to the charge controller. So now we get the screwdriver, the charge controller, and we're going to connect the two ends of the wire, which is the black is negative, to the negative side, and just insert that one and just tighten it. The next one is the red one, which is the positive. Insert the positive one and tighten it. So now both of them will look like this. Now these are the bars, the other end that goes to your battery. Make sure the one that you put in here is exactly the size of your battery to insert. So again, we're going to start with the negative and then the positive, which is the red one. There is the negative sign there, and to the other side you can see the positive sign. The black wire, which is negative, to the negative side of the battery, like this. Once the battery is connected to your charge controller, that's when you see the voltage reading. The multimeter is only used if you're not sure of all your devices. All your devices should have the same voltage. If you have 12 volts solar panel, you should have 12 volts batteries, 12 volts charge controller. All you have to do is put the black one to the negative side of your device and the red one to the positive side of your device. This cable will connect your inverter to the battery. So now we're going to connect our inverter to the battery, and this is the cable we're going to use. And if you put that on the side, turn that on the side, these are the two connectors, the red one positive and the black one negative. So after we tighten those two cables to the inverter, so now we're ready to connect the inverter to the battery with these two clamps. So red for positive and again black for negative. So we get the negative first and clamp it here on the negative side of the battery. That's good. And the red one to the positive. As you can see, this is the other end of the inverter, and that's the power switch on off, the USB connector, and the power socket. To give you an idea on how everything is connected to each other, so we have here an illustration that here is the charge controller, and you connect your battery to the charge controller, and then your inverter to your battery. The last one you're gonna connect is actually the solar panel, and we'll do that later on. This is a 100-watt solar panel. Really, before you connect your solar panel, you want to cover that first with a cloth or anything that will cover it. When you buy your solar panel, there's something there in the back where to connect your wires. This is the male and the female connector. It also comes with these two wirings, which is also a negative and a positive, a male and a female adapter, and which the other side where you can connect to your charge controller. Have your male adapter to the female, and then you have the female to the male of the extension, and that's pretty much it. I can see them over there, negative to negative. Put that together, and put this thing over here, these two. So now we connected the positive wire to the positive wire of the solar panel. Make sure that is really the positive one, and you can see there it's the plus. Now let's go back to our charge controller and to connect the solar panel. We're going to connect the negative first here and then the positive, and that's how it will look like. So everything will be connected. Now we have connected the solar panel, the battery, and on the other two you can still connect another device, which is a cigarette lighter or whatever device that you want to connect. So we now take the cover off the solar panel, and when you go back to the charge controller, you can see that the solar panel is starting to charge your battery. The blinking arrow means that the battery is not fully charged, and it will stop once it's fully charged, and that's the protection of the charge controller so that your battery will not overcharge. So now I actually connected my cigarette lighter to the other device portion of the solar charge controller, which is this one here, the last two, and make sure this is on, and you can see that it's regulating current on your other device. So in here you see the light, you can actually turn that off and on. This cigarette lighter, you can actually connect your small electric fan, and of course you can also use your USB connector here. This is a rechargeable solar light using a USB connector. So let's try this to plug it into our charge controller. Now we're charging our bulbs, our light here, and so we have here connected, and here's the USB connector here, and you can actually just plug it in there. Once it's plugged in, you can see that the light is charging, and that's the red button there. And if you turn that on, you'll see if it's generating current, and that's it. Back to our inverter here. This is a 110 AC inverter. So I plugged in an extension cord, and actually right here I can charge at least 3 of them. One, I plug this in for my lights in my living room. The other, I can plug in my computer and whatever device you have. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've learned something and got some ideas. Bye!